Are some people prone to commit murder, no matter what factors may be at play? If this is a question that you have had, then this case will interest you. This is the case of Isheena Williams, and if you want to know more about this case, please continue watching. On January 1st of this year, 2023, a 26-year-old woman was stabbed to death inside a hotel in Wilmington that Friday, police say. The stabbing happened around 5 p.m. inside a Sure Stay Plus hotel in the 1800 block of Concord Pike. On Sunday, the police identified the victim as Isheena Williams of Philadelphia. Williams was pronounced dead at the scene. Police then charged 19-year-old Jesse Nardi of Newcastle, Delaware, with the first-degree murder and possession of a deadly weapon. Nardi was also the one who made the 911 call after the stabbing of the woman. Police say the incident remains under investigation and urge anyone with more information to come forward. Now, it seems that these two were sharing a room inside this hotel when this young man here became enraged and he stabbed this woman and then he called 911. I wonder what made him call 911 after the stabbing, and I wonder if people who actually call 911 right after they commit a crime and confess, can they also then later claim insanity? I mean, because I would think that that would be one of, if not the only reason that they can claim insanity, because who would in their right mind kill someone and then call 911 and confess? But luckily that's what he did, and that's why he's now charged with her murder. And thankfully he didn't try to do what most people do and run when after they commit a murder. But yet again, I asked the question, does that make him insane, or was he fully aware of what he did? Although they don't have any more information to give out, or although they're not giving out any more information, I have to wonder, were these two in a relationship, or were they was it like a just a intimate exchange for money, if you catch my drift? Or had these two met somehow, like on a dating website or on the online chats that these people still use to this day? How did they meet, and what was the argument that they had about that led him to become so enraged that he actually stabbed this woman and then called 911 and confessed to what he had done? Was there drugs involved? I just have so many questions, but yet again, police are not giving out any information. But that leads me back to the question of, why were these two sharing a room? How did they know each other, and how did they meet? And how long had they known each other? And if they hadn't known each other for this long, what would drive someone to go to another city or state to meet up with someone and, get a hotel room? Why couldn't they go to her place to, do whatever it was they were doing inside this hotel? Was she in a relationship? Did she have her own apartment, and was that the reason they were sharing this room? Or was this just a temporary thing to, meet up and do whatever they were doing, and then she was going to go back home and he was going to go his way? What are the circumstances surrounding these two meeting, or, already knowing each other and this happening? And my number one question is, what were they arguing about that would lead him to become so enraged that he would take someone's life and then call 911 to confess? I don't know what was done or said inside that motel room that would lead this young man to murder, but I'm sure it couldn't have been that bad. Unless she was trying to kill him. And if there are no defensive wounds on his hands, then he might as well give up that story right now. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Even though he was the one to call and report the murder, I believe he's going to try to use the insanity defense when he's being tried in court. But I don't think that's going to work because, I mean, what is it that he can say other than, oh, I wasn't in my right mind, but yet and still you had the right frame of mind to call 911 and confess. So obviously you knew what you did. So the insanity plea might not work, but who knows? All I can say is he better hopes that he has a good lawyer, because if he doesn't and he has a public defender, then he can kiss his life bye-bye, which he can already do because he, has obviously murdered someone. But that also leads me to another question. Has he done this before and gotten away with it? Is he on any type of like meds for, like bipolar or depression or any other mental illness that, he may or may not have? That could also play a factor in this too. But unfortunately, guys, that brings me to the end of today's video. If you like today's video, please don't forget to leave me a like. Don't forget to leave me a comment down in the comment section below. And if you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe before you leave, because that helps me out so much with this video. And until next time, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.